He laid his body on the beach, the ocean crashing round his feet, his muscles aching from the heat. He dreams of lions as he sleeps. The sun was sinking through the trees. The tide was shifting with the breeze. He didn't have the strength to speak, so he whispered to me, though the pain it made him weak. He didn't take it as it be. A man alone against the sea becomes a brother to a beast, still holding on to the belief that though the sharks they got to feast, the catching fire, that's what counts. Not that it burns you out, not that it burns you down.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 40 of Davenports on Sports. That was the Heavy Eyes with He Dreams of Lions from the 2015 album of the same name.
Yes, thank you all for joining us. We obviously got some feedback issues, so hopefully we can get this figured out pretty quick. I would like to introduce our guest, though. Wesley Fricks, the executive director of the Ty Cobb Museum. Wesley, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Hey,
Thanks
not a
for
problem. So you actually reached out to us. I don't know what that was. Sorry, Wesley.
That's okay.
So you reached out to us. You are the director of the Ty Cobb Museum. How long have you been there?
Well, actually, I started on the board when the museum opened 20 years ago. I served as the Ty Cobb Museum historian and also served on the board ever since its inception in 1998. And a year ago, our director resigned, and they asked me to take the position, which I was tickled to death to do that.
That's awesome.
How did the idea of the Ty Cobb Museum actually come about?
Well, actually, this is the second museum. We actually had one that started in 1961, February 14th, 1961. Dr. Stuart Dixon Brown Jr. asked Mr. Cobb for his permission to begin a memorial shrine in his honor. It became an entity of the state, and in the mid-60s it was built, and in 1977 it closed down, and then in 1994 the book by Al Stump came out, and then in 95 the movie came out based on the book. The board of directors for the Cobb Memorial Hospital, or the Ty Cobb Healthcare System, was really bothered by the negative publicity from the movie, and they decided to take action. So they put into place a plan to build a modern museum in Cobb's honor, and so July 17, 1998, we had the opening ceremony with the then latest Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Phil Necro, was our keynote speaker, and many of the Cobb grandchildren and Cobb family members were there, and the rest is history. Been in operation for 20 years.
Hey, Mr. Fricks, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What's been the biggest struggle, and what's been the best thing about working at the museum?
Well, we're in a rural area, so the biggest struggle for us has been getting ample footprints through the museum, and that's really been our biggest challenge. But on the flip side of that, we get a lot of support from our local businesses in the county, the Franklin County Chamber of Commerce, the Livonia Chamber of Commerce. You could just name all the businesses here. They support us in some way. And to see this many people come together, and I was in charge of setting up the 20th anniversary along with our board of directors and our staff, and I can tell you the flow of support that we've got is just incredible.
That's great. Rumor has it that you grew up down the road from the Cobb family home. Is this true?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I used to go down. I lived on one end of Cobb Street, on the corner of Cobb and Phillips Street, and we would have to walk all the way down. It's about a half a mile to the school on the north end of town, which is on the other end of Cobb Street. And so I used to have to walk down right by his old home place going to school every day, which was really burnt down, I'd say, in 1935. But the property, of course, had some new houses on it. But I grew up a couple blocks away from where Mr. Cobb grew up.
Wow.
Hey, I got a quick question for you. Who's been like the biggest celebrity or biggest athlete that's came through the museum?
Well, you just look at the lineup that we have for our 20th anniversary this year, and with the likes of Bobby Richardson and Ransom Jackson and Chris Hammond, who pitched for the Braves. I mean, there's a lot of people like that have come to our museum over the years. Some have been, historical figures. Harmon Kilbrew, Phil Necro, as I said, throughout the ceremonial first pitch, and was a keynote speaker at the opening. And we just had and Daryl Cheney, who is a Georgia native now, and he's been in our museum. They all sign stuff for us, to use for future promotions, and we just had a slew of people that have come through here that have played Major League Baseball, and we're honored by that, really. And I think that's why we're looking at this 20th anniversary with a lot of excitement, because we have so many players lined up for the event, and that were that were former Major League players.
Can you talk about some of maybe your favorite pieces on display at the museum?
Oh, yeah, that's always my favorite subject. I like to tell people about the different items we have. And when we take people through the museum, we always point out some of the different items we have. One in particular item is a business card that Ty Cobb had, where he was a senior board member for the Coca-Cola Company. And just to have a business card from that far back is incredible. And then you look at another piece we have is a trophy that was given to Mr. Cobb. It was presented to him by Spanky Joslin, and it was donated by Betty Davis, the actress, and it was presented to Mr. Cobb for beating Babe Ruth in a 3-set golf match series in 1941. And just a wonderful story, and it benefited these different charities, one being the Golden Rule Farm, which was an orphan in the Northeast. And, the other one was the USO. I mean, it's just an incredible piece that we have, and so many people get a chuckle out of it when we tell them what it is. And probably the most prized possession that we have was Mr. Cobb's 1907 American League Batting Championship Award. It's got like 5 different golds. It's got a diamond studded pennant in the middle, and it's just an incredible piece.
So, I got a quick question for you. Again, what's your top 3 Ty Cobb moments?
Well, I think that's pretty easy. When Mr. Cobb was voted into the Baseball Hall of Fame and received a near unanimous selection as the very first player inducted into the Hall of Fame, that was a fabulous moment in the Ty Cobb's legacy. The other one was back in 1907, Mr. Cobb's Detroit Tigers and the Philadelphia Athletics were in a heated battle for first place. They were tied when Philadelphia rolled into Detroit, and Mr. Cobb hit a home run with they were behind 2 runs, and Mr. Cobb hit a home run to tie the score. Well, the game went 17 innings to a tie, and then a few days later they clinched their first pennant, and that was probably one of the most exciting moments in Mr. Cobb's career. And then the final one being the somber moment when Mr. Cobb was laid to rest here in Royston, which finished the final chapter in baseball history. And I guess those would be my top 3 moments.
Wow. I read where you designed a Ty Cobb card, and you also did the new logo for the museum as well. Is that true?
Yeah, we did come out with a new card, and we have a new logo because, like I say, I took over as executive director a year ago, June the 1st, a little over a year ago, and I wanted to make sure that I introduced this museum more on a national level. So we wanted to have the tools and resources that we needed to move the museum forward. And so one of the things we come up with was the new logo, and then we come up with a new brochure, and then of course the rest of the year just sort of fell into place. We released a card and a coin May 19th, and those 2 items just sold out. I mean, we just really impressed with the sales on those 2 items, and people love them, and we're quite proud of it. I can't take credit for it all because we have a board of directors and we all work on these things together. And but I'm quite proud of what we put together there.
So what's your thought of the state of baseball today?
What's my thought of baseball today?
Yeah, compared to back then.
Well, it was a different game. There's a lot of pros and cons. Like the amount of money they make today is just unheard of in Mr. Cobb's day. And even Mr. Cobb mentioned this, that it was sometimes a handicap for a player to get all that money. And it seems as though the players in those days probably appeared to have to work a little harder than they do nowadays. Not taking anything away from these great players. I know they get out there and they hit the gym and they do a lot of batting practice, and they got to figure out every way to advance their skills. But it just seemed to be a little bit tougher in those days. Just the hotel accommodations, the training facilities, all those things, and you can compare eras till the cow comes back over the moon, and you never get a solid answer as to which era was the best. But I believe that Mr. Cobb played in an era where baseball had reached its pinnacle, and that was between 1907 and 1920.
So you said the 20th anniversary celebration is coming up. I know that's July 26th through the 28th. Can you talk about, it looks like there's something going on almost every day. Can you talk about some of the events?
Absolutely. I'll take you through the events. On Thursday, we're taking 2 charter buses from the Ty Cobb Museum to SunTrust Park to watch the Braves host the Dodgers. And we're excited about that. We've sold out all of our tickets. We only have about 6 or 7 left. They'll probably be gone tomorrow. We're excited about that. We'll get the fee covers the ticket to the game, the bus fare, and also a dinner bag from the Old Corner Hardware Store cafe here in Royston. And but that's going to be a fun trip. And then on Friday, we're going to have our annual Ty Cobb Memorial Golf Tournament at the Highland Walk at Victoria Bryant, which is a local golf course. And that'll take place with a shotgun start at 9 o'clock. We'll have lunch provided around 1:30 from Terman R&B Barbecue. And then we're going to have a Cobb Memorial Hospital display unveiling that afternoon at 5 o'clock. And what that is Mr. Cobb built a hospital here in Royston in 1949, dedicated it Sunday, January the 22nd, 1950. And that hospital was removed earlier this year from the property. They had built a new hospital about 12 miles from here and moved that operations up there. And this facility sat for 5 or 6 years, and it kind of deteriorated. We hated to see it go, but it was removed, so we wanted to commemorate the life of that hospital, so we built a Cobb Memorial Hospital display inside of our museum. So we'll be unveiling that on Friday. We're excited about that. Saturday morning, we're going to have a breakfast of champions where we kick it off with a welcome and the serving of breakfast about 8 o'clock, and then we'll have a keynote address about 8:30. And we're going to have the chairman of the Board of Trustees for the Ty Cobb Educational Foundation. Mr. Cobb started in November 1953. We're going to have the chairman talk a little bit about the Educational Foundation and what that's doing today. I think they paid out over $17.4 million in scholarships to needy students in Georgia, and we're quite proud of that operation. We actually have a Educational Foundation display in our museum as well from 2003. And so we're excited about that presentation. Then after that, we're going to have at 9 o'clock a Ty Cobb one-man show by Norm Coleman, who is an actor out of Half Moon Bay, California. And then concluding the show, we're going to have a Major League Baseball Players Alumni Association Legends for Youth Baseball Clinic starting at 10 o'clock on the Emmanuel College Baseball Field in Franklin Springs, Georgia. And that's open to all kids ages 6 to 16. And there's going to be 5 or 6, 7 former Major League players there instructing the kids on the basic fundamentals of baseball. And then starting at 10:30, we'll have the Ty Cobb, first ever Ty Cobb Museum Symposium, which is going to consist of the following players. Leading off will be Bobby Richardson, second baseman, New York Yankees. After that, we'll hear Barry Lyons talk about his career in baseball, and he played for the New York Mets as a catcher behind Gary Carter, I believe, and he's going to be talking about his ambition as a major league player. And then Alejandro Pena, pitcher for the Atlanta Braves, is going to be talking about his path from the Dominican Republic to the World Series. And then Chris Hammond, who is a pitcher for the Braves, he'll talk about how him and his youth foundation helps out underprivileged kids prepare for life. And then Ransom Jackson will take over. He was played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He was hired to replace Jackie Robinson, and when he was traded from the Cubs. And so he'll be speaking about his life as an accidental big leaguer. And finally, and just as equally exciting, we're going to have two of Ty Cobb's grandchildren, Mr. Charlie Cobb and Mr. Herschel Cobb, are going to get up and tell the audience stories about their legendary grandfather and their association with him. And some of the stories they have are just fabulous. And I'm just so proud that this is an opportunity to showcase their stories. And hopefully we're going to captivate the audience with what they have to say. And then after that, we'll come back to the Ty Cobb Museum for an autograph session where most of these players will be there signing the books and autographs, pictures and baseballs. And then we're going to have a closing ceremony about 3 o'clock. And part of that's going to be, we're going to do a live remote from the local radio station here at WLHR. They do a cobblehead promotion every year. And what they do is they go around the community, the county and the surrounding communities, and they hide this cobblehead. And they have people go find it. And you find it, you win a prize, and then your name's in the drawing for the grand prize. So at the closing ceremonies, they're going to do a live remote and announce the winners of the cobblehead promotion, which generates a lot of excitement in this area. And then we'll close. We have some very unique gift baskets that has some very high-ticketed memorabilia like signed Pete Rose items. We have a card of the Stan Musial's Hall of Fame plaque, and he signed it, of course, and autographed it. And then we have Sid Bream Slide in the Homes autographed, and signature by Willie Mays. And all those baskets has one of those items, and they're also surrounded by museum items that we placed in there. Very, very nice items, very nice gift baskets, and we're selling those tickets for a couple bucks a piece. And that really is the bulk of our celebration and what we have lined up.
It sounds like it's going to be a busy weekend.
Absolutely.
So I got a question for you. We won't keep it too long. I know you're a busy man. But you're celebrating your 20th anniversary. Where do you see the museum in 20 years?
Where do I see the museum in 20 years from now?
Yes.
If I have anything to do with it, I think it's going to be an institution that's going to stand shoulder to shoulder with organizations like Major League Baseball and the Hall of Fame and other great museums like the Joe Jackson Museum, which is not too far from here, Babe Ruth Museum, and we have the Johnny Mize Museum close by that we work with, those two museums that we have close by here. And I see the technology really advancing for institutions like our museum. Like I see us having kiosks in the very near future where you can go up and you can punch buttons and you can pull up stories, pictures, and videos and interviews of Ty Cobb. And, I just think we're going to increase our interaction a lot. We actually installed some new technology in the museum just this week. And so it's going to give us a lot more flexibility to communicate with our audience a little bit better. And I just think the museum's going to be if I have anything to do with it, hopefully it'll be in a new location, a bigger location that has amenities such as a baseball field, such as grand ballrooms, restaurants, and things of that nature, that to make it a national attraction where people, when they come there, there's plenty for them to do. We have to figure out ways to make it a day-long venture. And, just between now and then, just keep networking with these players and former Major League players and teams, and creating an interest in having our museum be a destination for these Major League Baseball teams when they travel around from place to place. And, I'd like to see, a field here where we host exhibition games in the spring. And all those are dreams and things that are in front of us. But if I have anything to do with it, I hope they come to fruition.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you got a lot of plans for the future.
We do. Right now, looking back in the last 20 years, I mean, we've had 54,000 visitors come to the museum from every state in the United States, and even in foreign land. We just had a couple from Canada down this morning. We've had some people from Germany and Japan and different locations, and we take great pride in that. And we always pose the question to them, what prompted you to come here? And some people go to Atlanta and they have a baseball tournament there with their kid or something, and they'll drive out the 60 or 80 miles out to Royston, and it's just a host of different reasons why people come here. But we have a guest register in the museum, and we keep track of where people come from. And we're going to advance our online website where it's more interactive and user friendly, and we hope that'll be our next project to get situated. But we're quite proud of the museum. I'm really impressed as I stand back and look at this new Cobb Memorial Hospital display in the museum. I'm really impressed by that because it really jumps out at you and catches the attention of the visitors. And some of the unique stuff about that display is we took some of the original brick from the original hospital portion that Mr. Cobb built in 1949, and we bricked walls in that display with those original bricks and original bronze plaques that Mr. Cobb installed in the hospital. And we're just doing everything that we can to preserve that history, and we're quite proud of the display. And we hope that come Friday evening, there'll be a general consensus among the people that have the same appreciation that we do.
Awesome. Well, Mr. Fricks, I appreciate your time. I definitely would love to have you back on.
It'll be our pleasure, and I'd like to leave you with these parting words from my friend, the great Georgia P. The words of wisdom that propelled him to the unique heights of baseball glory, that confidence and determination are the secret of success. Thank you for having me on your show.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's nice that there's people out there that preserve that history. You know what I mean?
It's nice to know it's out there, because, I was looking up Royston, Georgia before the show. It's just got a little over 2,500 people, and they're proud, man, and they should be. I mean, it's Ty Cobb, man.
Hell yeah, they should. Yeah,
All right.
That was great stuff.
All right, so I'm going to get this. I got on Sunday or Saturday, sorry, we posted a giveaway. It's been a while since we've done giveaways.
Yes, it has.
But we've just broke the 500 follower barrier, which is it's pretty awesome, I think.
It's huge.
It's huge. But we wanted to announce the winner tonight on the show.
Oh, you want me to cue it up?
Yeah. That's awesome. The winner of the giveaway is Gary Lovin from Rockingham, North Carolina. So I will be getting in touch. We will be getting in touch with you to get all your information, and we will send that out as soon as we get it.
Yes.
Congratulations.
That is awesome. Like, we're going national.
I loved the picture.
Oh, it's great. Like, when you sent it to me, and I was like, okay, someone that does photography, right? I mean, you had to.
I was lucky. No, it was my wife. So, dude, she took that with her phone.
Dude, okay, totally not even sports related, but cameras nowadays on the phones, ridiculous. Like, people go spend so much money. Why? Your phones can do it.
Yeah, I mean, my phone takes okay pictures, but man. So I was not able to post a photo in the feed, but I just posted an actual post. I also wasn't able to tag him, so we'll definitely track you down, Gary.
I actually, before the show, found him on Facebook. I'm a stalker, really.
Perfect.
It's my side job.
Yeah, we get the information from him, and as soon as I get it, man, I'll send it out.
Yeah,
It's
I will.
it's packed. It's packed and ready to go.
Locked, cocked, ready, unload.
That's right.
Oh man, no, that was a great guest. I'm pumped over that.
Yeah, man, it was down to the wire.
Yeah, no, I mean, you gave us a heart attack, Mr. Fricks, but it's all right.
Yeah, I was like, oh God. Oh,
Like
God.
he played us.
No, that's awesome to have him on. Really, that's great.
Oh, without a doubt.
And I was a little nervous because I mean, my favorite baseball player growing up was freaking Frank Thomas. So I wasn't I'm not a Ty Cobb aficionado. Of course, I know his numbers and everything, and the records and everything, but I just didn't know his backstory. I didn't. But so I was a little nervous, but.
Yeah, I was, but it was one of the things. It's nice when you get people on here that can talk about him, give good info, and there's people out there that still care about the history.
Yeah, apparently, I think we're reaching them.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
We
It's
turned
time.
Dude, we're gonna only be 9 months old, August 7th. We're doing good.
Mama.
Yeah, we just squirted out.
Yeah. Is that the word we're going to use? Squirted.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, you know why? It's time. It's Tuesday, right?
It is Tuesday.
So you know what that means.
Now it's time for Love It or Hate It.
Are you ready for some fun?
Dude, I actually love this.
I do too. Like, I love the intro. Like at first I was like, yeah. Now I like it. I like it because you love it.
Yeah, well, and I have no clue what's going to be talked about, and that's fun.
Exactly. I mean, I give 5 questions for new listeners. 5 questions. Brennan has no idea what I'm going to ask. They're sports related, but the 5th one is more of a personal question.
I'm ready.
Y'all ready? Dirk Nowitzki signing on for his 21st year, all with the Mavericks.
Oh, I love it. That's great because that's the most consecutive seasons with one player with one franchise in NBA history. And I think, obviously, with how we perceive the superstars of today, they're all over the place. We never know where they're going to end up. So I absolutely love it. The guys like Dirk and Duncan and Kobe, all one team. It's a lost art, and it's a dying breed in the NBA. Love it.
Now, what about his 21st year? I mean, at what point do you retire, I guess?
He's 40, so I think this is it. I think he calls it after this. I mean, 21. I mean, most 20 is a nice number, but now he's got the record So I mean, I'd call it good.
All right, question number 2. There's a report that just came out. Dwayne Wade gets a offer of 3-year, $25 million contract from a team in China.
Love it, I guess. Love it. I know he just signed a few weeks ago. He signed some kind of, I don't know if it was with a shoe company. I think it was more like fashion, like shirts and I don't know, a sportswear company. We'll say. I know he signed with over there for a ton of money in the same place. So, I mean, that's good. It tells some players, established players, they don't have to. The NBA is not the end all be all. So, I mean, it's good. And you know what? I always hated him. So, yeah, get him the fuck out of here.
I mean, 3 years, $25 million. I mean, I'll go. I mean, I'm gonna have to eat like dog for the whole time, but you know.
Don't go exploring any caves.
No, don't. Okay, okay. Remind me of the cave thing after this, because I got a little rant.
Okay,
Dude,
I will.
It's about the dude that owns fucking SpaceX and Tesla. Okay? Alright, number 3. There's going to be a pause here in between the sentence, so don't be jumping on it like a hot young tiger, you know.
Rabid Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Video games becoming a sport in Texas high schools.
Dude, I hate it. What? Everything's bigger in Texas. No, man. Oh, man, I can't say this because now we got way more followers, man. But, man, fuck Texas, really. I mean, steers and queers, man. That's all that comes from there. Dude, that's so stupid. Only in Texas. They're fucking the goddamn heat's frying their goddamn brains. No, that's stupid. Is this real?
Yeah, it was on like a Yahoo News thing.
Cool. So now there's athletes who are not going to get laid. Great.
Exactly. Okay, number 4. Hope Solo, the soccer player, female soccer player, calls U.S. soccer a rich white kid sport.
Well, I mean, let me take off my white hood real quick. But no, I love it. It's true.
Without a doubt.
Like basketball's not the fucking. How many white guys you seeing out there fucking doing 360 dunks? It is what it is, baby. I mean, that's what that is. You know what I mean? You can't say that stuff anymore, and you really shouldn't say that stuff anymore. But the people in power now and the people in the spotlight are fools, and they don't know how to act. Just destroying their careers on Twitter and opening their mouths constantly. I mean, it's a true fact, but it's a fact that you don't state.
Number 5, burnt Texas toast.
Burnt Texas toast?
Yes. You have Texas toast. You got spaghetti. You got the Texas toast there. You go bite into it. Up, bottom's burnt.
Well, I don't love it, but we grew up in a household where there was 11 of us at one point, and you fucking eat the burnt shit. I don't love it, but you're going to eat it or you fucking ain't going to get shit. Oh, I want fucking garlic bread anyway.
Okay, the question was, or do you got to eat it or not? It is, do you love it or do you hate the burnt Texas toast?
I don't want anything burnt. I hate it.
Hey, there's some people out there, dude, that are crazy that would love burnt Texas toast.
I'll eat it, but you know, like if you got invited to dinner and the Texas toast was burnt and they went ahead and served it, I'm gonna eat it. I mean, I'm gonna talk shit the entire way home, but I'll eat it.
Okay, next key question: how much do you eat of it?
Oh well, me, I eat it all. I probably do thirds. My fucking fat ass.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't stop till I see the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, I just can't do spaghetti. I just do not like spaghetti.
I hate pasta, dude. These assholes want to go to Olive Garden and pay $15 for pasta. the cheapest thing on planet Earth.
My thing, okay, I cannot do red sauce like spaghetti. It's just it's rough. Now I can do like fettuccine alfredo, but again, I fully agree. You go to Olive Garden, pay 15, $20 for fettuccine alfredo. That I could go to County Market, Kroger, whatever, get the actual Olive Garden sauce, pay $3 for it, get pasta for $1 and a chicken. And I'm still saving money.
You like it as sauce, huh?
You're making the sauce.
Hey, seriously though, I have an actually serious question.
Okay.
Is this a recent thing with the spaghetti sauce, or has it been your entire life?
Okay, we're going down this rabbit hole.
Yes.
Okay, when I was younger, that was like dinner. You know what I mean? That was like majority of dinner. You know, Dad was working, Mom threw some stuff on. I ate it so much that it's like now I'm like I can't do it.
So, but you talked about the red stuff. Does it give it like heartburn and stuff now, or what?
No, it's the taste.
Oh, I got you. Because I feel like in the last like couple years, I don't know if it's just age, getting older, but I can't do the red pasta sauce.
Okay.
It tears me up, man. Irene makes her own sauce, and it's kind of like not so much dyes and stuff.
Dude, I drink Dunkin' Donuts coffee and I get heartburn. Like it's horrible, but I still drink it like every day.
I just don't understand. You can go to Walmart and literally spend $2.50 on a thing of pasta and a thing of pasta sauce, and you can feed 5 people. But people go, dude, going to Olive Garden and ordering like ravioli or something was one thing, but if you order just spaghetti, you're an asshole.
It's the atmosphere. You're paying for the atmosphere. The dude grating the cheese and stuff. I don't know.
I forgot about the free breadsticks.
Yeah.
Fatty forgot.
You get free. All you could eat.
And they do this all you can eat soup, dude.
Yes.
The chicken gnocchi is what I get, or gnocchi.
I had now get this quick story. I had some dental work done. Okay, so I had to go in and had to do. They wanted to go to Olive Garden for lunch. My coworkers. So we go there. They drop like $15 to $20. I get the unlimited soup and salad, you know, because can't really chew on stuff. It was like $10, and I walked out of there full.
Yeah, and if you add it to a meal, it's only like $5 or $6. I got fitted for a dental dam.
Okay, I got a question for you. We ought to start a food network next because this is great stuff.
Well, I mean, I just don't understand the thing of the pasta infatuation that everybody has. It's so cheap, man.
I got a question. You go to O'Charlie's or somewhere that like serves rolls or whatever. Okay? It's just you and Irene. You guys are just hanging out, you know, just date night, getting ready to go to a movie. You sit down, they bring a basket of bread, there's only 4 rolls. What do? Do you just eat them, or do you look at them and say, really? I mean, do they not see me? I could barely fit in the booth.
I think that's plenty. Because here's what we do. We eat them, and then towards the end of the meal, we ask for more, and then we take those home.
Oh, you're one of them people.
Yeah, I'm taking something.
Now, if you go to a buffet, do you like put chicken wings in like a napkin and then put it in a purse?
No, but I know of these that you speak of. Dude, the last time we went to a buffet, it was like they turned a buffet inside a Walmart. That's how fucking ridiculous. We went to what's the big buffet everybody likes? Golden Corral. It was the food was so shitty. I don't know, dude. I can't find a good buffet. I like shoveling my hole full of food just as much as the next fat American, but the food sucks now, it seems like. I don't know.
It's cheap, and well, not really. It's $10 for the lunch buffet, and there's not much on the lunch buffet.
Well, you go for dinner, you pay $14, but how many steaks can you really eat?
Okay, 5. I've counted. Don't you asked? I mean, it's what it is. I have 5 steaks.
All right, that's okay. I don't know if it's like I said. I don't know. Shit's getting weird the older I get, but buffets just ain't my thing anymore. I don't know why.
Yeah, I prefer getting like a cheeseburger and fries.
Well, I'd rather pay for a quality of the meal than just a bunch of shit.
Yeah, without a doubt. But in the same sense, like, could you imagine? I'm just saying, like, let me think here. Uh, just like your fast food chains, like a Wendy's. Like,
Okay.
I think Wendy's is the best fast food burger place, hands down.
Okay.
You might disagree. Like, I would love if they did like once a week, all you can eat cheeseburgers or something, all you can eat fries. Like, I would go there.
People would die.
But I would be the one to seriously roll in on my golf cart or on in my motorized wheelchair and say, "Put here," you know what I mean? Point to my mouth. Yeah, I'd be that guy.
I like Five Guys. I think it's a little pricey, but I like Five Guys.
I know you do,
At once. Yeah.
dude. Five Guys, they're expensive, but god damn, they're good.
They are. I like every hole filled. So
Yes, I want. I mean, stuff just pouring out.
max capacity.
Yes, go big or go home.
And you can sit and eat peanuts. But anyway, the cave.
Yes. Did you hear about this? Like, obviously the kids, trapped. But there's like they did the scuba diving rescue and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And one of the divers, he was like a British diver.
Hello, Governor.
And he said something about someone posted about that Elon Musk doing that submarine thing he was going to do. Anyways, he said it wasn't going to work or whatever. Like, the dude that owns Tesla, SpaceX, gets on there and calls the dude a pedophile.
Jesus.
Like, I guess this dude's like an arrogant dick. We need him on the show.
Have you ever seen Elon Musk, like a picture of him?
Yeah.
I mean, he's rich.
But if you read about him, he sounds like a total asshole.
Well, I know the government. Here we go. When Obama was in office, he borrowed a fuck ton of money off our government, but he paid it back. But to get his shit funded, I know he got some kind of weird grant or something odd from the government, if I remember. But no, he looks like a fucking asshole.
Oh, without a doubt. I think we should reach out. Maybe talk some sports. It'd be great.
Talk about Musk.
He would have the testicular fortitude to come on here.
He would get a scent of our Musk and he'd leave.
Yes.
A left bag. Sex Panther.
Yes. He would smell it through the computer, through the internet cable.
Holy
God,
shit.
Where did we go? Great
I don't know,
start.
dude. We talked about Olive Garden for 10 minutes.
Yes, we did. Wesley Fricks has to be like, what did I get myself into? Right?
Yeah, he's like, man, you guys ought to really listen to the first 20 minutes of this podcast and then shut it off as fast as you can.
Yes. Just boom. End it.
So, yeah. But anyway, sports, dude.
Yes.
What do you think about Kevin Love, man? Staying with Cleveland. 4 years, $120 million extension.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, here's the thing. If I play or basketball, football, whatever, at the end of the day, you want a ring. But goddamn, money can fill that wound, can't it?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got holes they fill with certain things.
Yeah. I mean,
He's already got a ring, dude. And he was like, he was the best player on the Timberwolves forever. He was 20 and 10 every night, 20 and 15 almost. I mean, his stats are going to go up, but he's already got a ring.
I don't think he could be the key player for Cleveland.
From what I understand, their top draft pick and Kevin Love, they are building around those two guys.
How long did you say his contract was?
4 years. Extension. Extension.
How old is he?
I'm not sure. It'll be the last one he signs. I think he's got 1 year left on this one, if I'm not mistaken, but because it averages out to even more. But no, he's not young. 4 years, 4 to 5 years should take him. It'll be the last time we see Kevin Love, I would say.
Yeah, it would have to be.
They keep saying Carmelo's going to sign with the Rockets once everything goes through. I mean, why hasn't it gone through yet?
God knows with that. You know what I mean? Maybe they're having second thoughts.
I mean, they've already got him there, signing for the league minimum, but yet Atlanta's got to go through with everything. They got to release him. They got to, and then he's expected to do that. And it's like, when's it going to happen?
Well, look how long it took for Kawhi Leonard to get moved. You know what I mean?
I seen a thing today. David Robinson, the Admiral, was doing an interview, and he said he actually reached out to Kawhi Leonard, like he texted him, and Kawhi Leonard never heard anything back from him.
Really?
David Robinson texts you. You're playing for the Spurs. David Robinson texts you, and you ignore his text.
Yeah. Why? No.
That says a lot about Kawhi Leonard, man.
Yeah, it does.
You should be able to talk to, if Tim Duncan or anybody from that organization who's been there, if freaking Vinny Del Negro texts you, you answer, man. That's no respect. That's not just disrespect for the Spurs franchise. That's disrespect for basketball. That's disrespect for the game, man.
Well, that's the thing. Do these players nowadays have the respect? Look, in all seriousness, we just had a guy on that, is all about the history of his favorite player. Does the younger generation have that respect?
Oh, probably not. Like, that's why I think that Dirk that's a big deal. I think. I know he's not the player he was, but that's not something that's going to come around often. He's a Hall of Famer. One team. Name somebody in the league right now that's going to be that. There isn't one. Maybe Curry. Did you see Steph Curry playing his entire career in Golden State? Probably.
Yeah, I do. Well, it just depends on where the money's at, man. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, because really, honestly, if you would have told me in 2004 or 5 that LeBron James was going to leave Cleveland, I would have laughed. There was like, what?
Well, I don't know necessarily money brought him there. I think it was the name. You know what I mean? LA, the Lakers, the history. I think that was the key thing for him. The dude's got enough money. He has a production studio, out in LA. All his business endeavors are out there, But
right. Obviously you get that would be the mecca of where you need to be. It makes way more sense. Right off the top of my head, Steph Curry is about the only guy that you could see, and like you said, never know.
I read a report earlier that I guess LeBron's already trying to recruit people to come there for next year. So that tells me it's not looking too good this year for him.
I don't understand that mentality of a team to come into training camp or to come into a season going, boy, I can't wait till next year. What mentality is that? No, man. You think Larry Bird ever started a season going, oh, next year we should really be rolling if we can get some free agents? No, man. These guys went out and they won. They didn't need anybody. They got people. They made people better around them. That's
well. Look what Indiana did with Oladipo. I mean, why can't they find somebody, maybe a lower tier name right now, but move him, get him better playing with LeBron? You know what I'm saying?
It is a real shame that's not to sound too critical, but that's the Pacers for you. They've got a hell of a player on their roster and right under their nose. Somebody who's not an egotistical maniac that demands giant sums of money. And you've got a guy you can build a team around, and you're not going to build a team around him. I've watched the Pacers make ridiculous moves. I think the first move, getting rid of Chuck Person, was ridiculous. But I really think the first move that ever made me scratch my head is when they got rid of Detlef Schrempf. He was coming off like 6th Man of the Year award. Detlef was a solid player his entire career, and they just, bam, let him go. It's just, they have these, that's why they never fucking won anything since they've been in the NBA.
Okay, let me ask you this. Does Magic need to kind of look across the way and see what Golden State's doing? I mean, what drew all these free agents to Golden State?
I don't know, but that core unit of guys, if you take if you take Kevin Durant out of that, those core guys were in the draft, man. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, that one asshole from Michigan State I can't stand. Those guys they came in the draft, man. So I mean, it's not like winning's going to draw you that. That's what's they're not necessarily drawing high big time name free agent guys because of their class act ball club. They're drawing it because they're winners.
Hey, we got some breaking news. The Browns just signed quarterback Baker Mayfield.
Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't think he did it after that commercial he did. I figured.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I thought he ended it.
I thought he was gonna end it all. I say, since we're on football, what do you think about the Julio Jones contract extension?
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking it up right now.
Well, he wants a contract extension.
Okay.
Okay, and when you first hear, hey, Julio Jones wants a contract extension, you got to give it to him. He said he's not going to report to training camp, all this other stuff. But then there's a thing that you got to look at. Yes, he might be the best wide receiver in the league. You know, whatever, you can argue that. But he's got 3 years left on this contract. That's a little too soon to be asking for an extension.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, though. I was kind of curious what you thought about it.
I'll be honest. I think it's very childish. I think it's very immature. You got people out there that I guarantee you are 100 times better than Julio. They could play in Julio Jones' spot. And he's sitting back bitching because he's making money and he's playing a game. You know, look, you want a contract extension? Great. You know, I want a raise at my job. But if I go in and say, well, I ain't going to do that, I ain't going to get a raise. You know what I mean? Play the game. And when your time's up, work it out.
Well, I think he's seen Matt Ryan get paid. But I think he's painting himself in a corner a little bit because, look, when he's out there, he's unstoppable. I think he's the best wide. You throw a ball up, he's going to get it. But he's had some issues with the ankle, and he's not been 100% a lot. And I've never personally heard of anybody wanting a contract extension with 3 years left on a contract before. Because when the news first broke that he wants a contract extension, you're like, Jesus, pay this guy. What's going on? And then the more I looked into it, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with him?
Why would you give him a contract? You don't know what that 3 years is going to happen. You know what I mean? What's going to happen in those 3 years? For all you know, his game's going to deteriorate. And now he's hooked onto a 5-6 year deal.
Right. And or the Falcons collapse or something and he wants out. Then what? You think 3 years would sound pretty good to somebody, really?
How much is his contract right now?
Well, I'm not sure.
What?
It's sure he could buy an island.
I'm just looking here. Contract. I'm looking here.
I'm sure it's insane. He's got to be. If there's 3 years left on it, he had to have signed it in the last 2 years.
Hold on. But I'm looking
Does
here.
it say Virgin Islands?
Yeah, he owns 3 of them.
He's paid in fucking elephant tusks.
But for Jones, I'm looking here. I'm reading. A season-long holdout would cost Jones $12.9 million.
Don't do that.
But my thing is, he's got so much money that $12.9 million's like, I hold. You know what I mean? What?
That's got to be a good chunk, though. When they get these guys bitch at fines that are $30,000, $10,000. I think if you have, let's put it in layman's terms, if you had $10,000 in the bank and you had to not show up for work and they're going to take 3,000 of it, I mean, I think that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if he's got $80 million, 12 million's a fucking pretty good chunk. And he knowing this guy, knowing his character and just knowing his background, the dude probably doesn't have $80 million in the bank. So I would have to say 12 million's a pretty good chunk.
I tell you what, I'll take the 0.9. You know what I mean?
You bet, man. Without a doubt.
I don't get how it just looks so arrogant. Well, I'm not gonna play this season. It's only 12.9 million. Really? Dude, you could feed like the state of Indiana. You know what I mean? For a couple days with that much money.
On spaghetti and Texas toast.
Exactly. Don't take it to Olive Garden. That's 2 meals. That's boom. Right there. Plus a tip.
Yeah, they never want to say that. Take every guy in the NFL for 1 year, take a half year's pay. The other half go to homeless and all this other bullshit. That's the problem. Dude, it would solve it.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
I guarantee you, if I ever sign, which it's hell will freeze over, if I ever sign a multi-million-dollar contract, okay, like we're talking 3 year, $30 million, guess what? 15 mil is going to a charity. You know what? 20 mil is going to a charity.
If you make how much?
30 million.
If you make 30 million, 20 is going to charity?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no. Hell no.
I can live off of 10. I'm good.
Is charity a stripper? Jesus.
Hey, I didn't give details.
Dude, my God. That's too much. 100,000? 100,000, baby.
Yeah, but 10 million. I'd be fine. I wouldn't have a home. I will tell you this. I would not have a house. I wouldn't have some mansion. Okay? I'd have like a shed somewhere where I could store a couple bikes. I'm going to go travel the country.
I just want to hang out with P. Diddy.
That is true. Drink some Cristal.
Yeah, Cavassier.
Oh, is
Dude,
that,
yeah. So I got to have a little bit. I need a yacht. I'm going to be the white Biggie, the
Dude,
Mayo.
Can I be the white Tupac?
Yeah, we're going to get shot.
Well, we're gonna shoot each other.
Oh, that's right. Well, we don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, who's Suge? Duggar?
Yeah.
Duggar's good night.
Yes. Fun little story. I went and okay. I got a picture I'm gonna send you. Okay. This is a visual thing, so sorry everyone. I'm half tempted. No, I'm just gonna send you the picture. And I want your reaction to be played on the air. You ready?
Sure. It's a text?
Yes, I'm sending you the picture. I'm texting it. It is being sent right now.
Okay.
Okay?
Folks. They're on the edge of their seats.
They are. They are. It's sending. It's sending. I should have probably emailed it or put it up on the stream.
Okay. Dude, what is your picture? Like your picture on my text? What is guess who it is? Your picture.
Okay, who?
You got to guess.
Okay, Rob Schneider.
Nah, dude, it's Dice.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a hilarious. Oh, I just got it.
Would you describe this to everyone?
It's breathtaking.
Yes.
It's Dumb and Dumber-esque of Justin Duggar and Dave Lee on a moped. Dude, Duggar, man, he's got to get his dental situation worked out.
Hey, all I'm saying is this. I'm glad he's not. He hasn't came on yet. With our audio issues we're having tonight. But he wanted to talk about that Purdue sports announcer that got cancer. And,
awesome.
Yeah. And we asked him and he thought he played for IU.
Jesus.
It's bad. And I went and had a beer with Duggar with Dave and Amber after B-dubs. I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, dude. Gary Lovin commented on the photo.
Yes, I just seen that. I was going to actually say that. Look at that.
What should I put? Should I reply?
Yeah.
They,
Yeah, see, he needs to send us his info.
Message us.
Yes. Message us. I think I know his brother.
Who is it, dude?
The suspense. I think he goes by the initials MC.
Okay.
Mick Lovin.
I hope it's Lovin.
It's Lovin.
It could be Lovin.
No. There's no silent U in it.
That's our first winner with not in the family.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, yeah, no. We get winners all the time from worldwide. No, but seriously, yeah, the state of Indiana has gone out. Dude, we're going to have merch outside of state of Indiana.
That's right. And like we were talking before the show, we're giving away stuff again. So prepare yourself.
Do you want to give a little shout out? I mean, do you want to let the audience know?
Yeah, we're getting Davenport Sports Network t-shirts. And I haven't decided how many we're going to give away yet, but probably at least
1 million.
1 million, at least. At least 1 million. But no, I'm talking, it could be 10. We might give 10 shirts away. Who's doing that?
Yeah. I tell you what, move over ESPN.
That's right.
Yeah. Whatever else is doing sports, we're on your ass.
Hey man, we appreciate our people.
Yeah, exactly.
Every single person, we appreciate the stories, the shares, it's awesome. It's become, I think we have a lot of basketball fans on our page.
Yes.
So I've noticed, it seems like. So, but it's kind of the perfect time, it seems like. So, because here in about a month or two, a lot of football stuff's going to start rolling around.
Yeah. Football season's what? How far away? Like next month?
Not far. Yeah, preseason stuff. Not far. I want to ask you something. I don't really talk about this, but tomorrow is Walter Payton's birthday. Now, we lost him in 1999, which is crazy to think it's been that long. But growing up in your household, did you hear a lot about Walter Payton?
Did I hear? Yes. My dad was a Bears fan. He was the man. He was like the god around our household.
It just goes to show you that you don't need to win 5 or 6 rings to be great. I think he was a class act if there ever was a class act.
Without a doubt.
And you can debate anything, and I've always said I hate saying this guy's the best, but man, it's hard to pick somebody better than Walter Payton.
I can't argue with you.
At least at running back.
What was his stats here?
I think 16,000 rushing yards, but don't quote me. 16,726 rushing yards, 4.4 yards a carry, 110 rushing touchdowns, 492 receptions, over 4,500 receiving yards, 15 receiving touchdowns. And I can almost assure you that Walter Payton threw a couple of touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
I'm almost positive. I just can't believe it's been, next year will be 20 years since we lost Sweetness.
That is crazy.
It seems like 10 years ago is what it seems like.
99, age 45. What did he pass of?
It was cancer, wasn't it?
That's what I was wanting to say.
I don't know.
I didn't want to.
Bile duct cancer.
Man, cancer fucking sucks. Seriously.
That's what I don't want to get too crazy on this, but we got to stop worrying about improving our phones and improving our Wi-Fi's and improving our cars and improving how we communicate with people. Just find a cure for cancer.
Yeah. I mean,
then we can advance everywhere else.
I don't care if I have Wi-Fi hotspots where I can order pizza from wherever. Let's cure cancer.
That seems like that should be, dude, that should be number one goal. Over poverty. Over everything. Everything.
Yeah.
People care more about fucking childhood obesity. It's just if we could knock that out, man, then we truly evolved. We're not evolving.
Tinfoil cap time. Do you think there is a cure?
Dude, this makes me sound like a crazy person if we talk about this. I think the cure is out there. If it's not discovered, it's pretty darn close. But I think once it got discovered, it would have to go through so many things to get past because everybody's going to want their hand in on it because it's going to be the biggest, most profitable thing ever in medicine. So I hate to say it, but I think advancement gets slowed down because businessmen and big companies want their hands and everything. So I think it's out there. I'm not saying there's a fucking petri dish and some scientist thing that is, hey, this is the cure for cancer for sure. But I think it's there. I think there's something. It's got to be, man. There's got to be something.
I fully agree. Okay, let's change subjects here because Okay, so we got a little palate cleanser. You ready?
Okay.
Play.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I had to get us off that.
Yeah. Thank you. Because yes.
We could go down a dark road.
I mean, look at the space program. Why do we need to keep going to space? You know how many millions of dollars we're blowing every year on the stupid ass space program? Stop
Space
that.
Force.
Put that money into cancer. Now let's move on. All right, let's go.
Space Force. Hey, okay, real quick. I know you're not a big golf fan.
Okay, I can listen though.
Tiger Woods, he hadn't led a tournament or a major in 10 years. He almost won it this last weekend, the British Open. And it was, we've talked about it before. He was kind of favored for the Masters. It was kind of nice seeing the turnout. Like earlier in the rounds, the first couple rounds, he didn't really have big of a turnout. Now, towards the end, you know what I mean? Sunday, when he had the lead, it was like a Happy Gilmore episode. You know what I mean? Was out there. I mean, it was packed full. And I always want to go to one of those and right before they swing, do like a loud clap.
All right.
I'm just saying. But no, it was nice seeing Tiger back for the golfing world.
They need it. They need somebody. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Mickelson, he's gotten older. Rory McIlroy, he was supposed to kind of be there for a while, the next Tiger. He didn't pan out. I mean, he has some good rounds. He's won some good tournaments. But, Tiger was just very dominant, in the early 2000s. And
so you would say he was more like a puma.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
I'm so smart.
You are, buddy.
I'm so smart, Daddy.
You haven't been eating those glue sticks, have you?
Dude, the sticks are disgusting, but the Elmer's, boy. That good solid Elmer's white, lovely chalk tasting glue. Boy, can I not get enough of that.
I use it as mayonnaise.
It's so good. It helps me sleep. It makes me have really great dreams.
Hallucinogens? Yeah.
That's right.
But no, I want to talk about Tiger. It's nice to see him back. I appreciate the sport. I follow it to an extent. I play it. And it's one of them things where it's nice for the game. It'd be like, it'd put it in comparison, it'd be like LeBron, falling off the face of the earth for 5-10 years. And then he comes back and he starts performing like he did before.
Well, I mean, that's also the benefit of golf. He could play it you can play it. If you're breathing, you can play it.
Yeah,
So
no.
Your time and your chances at redemption he's got to, right? At some point, he's got to become the legendary elder Tiger Woods greatness, right?
I would think so.
He can't be where he's at. I think, right? Like in the annals of history, when we're done in 25, 30 years talking about Tiger Woods, maybe this will just be a blip. Maybe this will be the little couple paragraphs in his history of
Sure.
This happened and led to this, and it was his downtime. Maybe, you got to give the guy the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah. Well, like you said, they could play. He'll go into the senior tournament. He'll play. I mean, he's made a lot of money, but he'll still play in the senior tournament, and he'll be playing against guys now. it's far from over from him for him.
Right.
But again, golf, like you said, if you're breathing, guess what? You can play.
Right. I mean, I see like because you can't just consider his dominance a fluke. I mean,
Oh,
that
without a
shouldn't
doubt.
go away. Being able to play like that.
Well, from what I understand with the whole situation is he he had back spasms, he had back issues, so it affected his swing. It affected his torque, on the downswing. So he had to readjust it, and that's where he's really kind of fell off the map because he was trying to get his new swing down. I know it, but I will say
I've
this.
seen a couple of those times where if I hear the word back spasm and a multi-million-dollar athlete complaining about them, I automatically write them off.
Yeah, I agree. But with
I remember him wincing, holding his back sometimes. Dude, that's the excuse, Tiger Woods. That his excuse is, what's the excuse now?
I don't have an answer to that. At the beginning of his fall, it was that whole thing with his ex-wife and all that stuff. But now he's shown signs of being great again. He needs to figure out how to get it all put together.
To me, being an outsider and just listening to everything, it obviously is fucking mental.
That's got to be. Without a doubt, it's got to be. Because that was the first time he's led a major in 10 years. I mean, that he had to be nervous. I don't care how big of a pro you are.
Right.
And that's my 2 cents. I stole your catchphrase.
Oh, man. Well, tinfoil cap here.
I'll cut your royalty check. How about that?
Sweet. I know we're kind of winding down a little bit here, but 35 years ago today, I don't know if anybody's seen it. A few people liked it, and we got to share, but the Pine Tar incident with George Brett at Yankee Stadium, that is one of when I see George Brett, I think about that. Him running out onto the field, going after the umpire. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
And I think he had a legit excuse. I mean, they were like measuring the pine tar with the base and all kinds of other shit. It reminded me of when the when the Raiders got screwed over by the Cowboys with the fucking index card. That's all I could think of.
Yeah. Here's the thing. At least for me, there's been like baseball. Those guys, they try to do like trickery shit all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get by with whatever you can to win.
And it's funny that if you go on YouTube, you can find like compilation of all of it. But where they're cheating, like umps will come out, check their hats or the back of their neck. Like there's one guy, I forget his name. He had tar on it. He said it was dirt. Then like a year later, same exact spot, he said it was dirt again. I'm like, dude, it's not dirt. It's you know what I mean?
Well, that's just like the old Raiders with the stickum, dude.
Yeah.
Have you seen that shit? Like Lester Hayes and guys like that? He was slathered in it. So was like even like our linemen, like Gene Upshaw and Art Shell, they were fucking covered in it. Hey, just win, baby.
Exactly. That's they're gonna everybody. It goes from football to NASCAR. Everybody's gonna cheat a little bit to win.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
What's that off of?
I don't know. I honestly think it's a quote from an actual athlete. It's been handed down to multiple fucking wrestlers and shit, but I think something about Richard Petty or somebody like that.
Joe Montana on Patriots. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
What about Joe Montana?
Yeah, Joe Montana said it. Dude, I missed playing on the Sega Genesis, the Joe Montana football game.
Okay, I didn't care for the sports talk one, but I liked it. This one, the one I liked, had an overhead view,
Yes.
and when you threw the ball like super deep, the ball would like come up to the screen and get real
Yes.
big.
Yep.
And then if you hit certain people, if you dove at a certain angle, you could injure the guy and they'd actually come out and get the stretcher.
Yes. We're talking about the same game.
I loved that game, dude.
Yeah, Brad Bell, you can take a Tecmo Bowl, okay?
Oh God.
Yeah, you take a Tecmo Bowl, shove it up your ass because Joe Montana football is the best.
I'm telling you, if I'll look when the anniversary of Tecmo Bowl is, we should just have a Tecmo Bowl episode with Brad.
Yeah, we can do that again.
I mean, like on Tecmo Bowl day, like
Yeah.
the release date. That would be rad.
You think we could book him?
I don't know, dude. He's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, he's been one of our big followers for a while. Yeah, I'm game for it. If I can figure out how to do it, we can watch him play Tecmo Bowl and talk about it.
That would be awesome.
He would just have to. I'd have to figure that out. I still want to do the movie thing though.
That would be fun. We got to go to the damn Tecmo Bowl tournament he has.
Yes, Brad. I know you're going to listen to this whole show. Send me a message. Send the page a message. I don't care. Let us know when the next one is and where.
Nebraska.
Yes, I mean hell, I'd love to do a show at one.
That would be awesome.
We'll make it happen. Brad, have your people call my people. We'll get this booked up.
February 5th.
I'm booked. February 5th.
Oh my God. February 5th, 2019 is a Tuesday.
What the hell, Brad?
It's Lunar New Year, dude.
What, wouldn't you do this on like a Saturday so you can like drink?
No, I'm talking. That's the anniversary of when Tecmo Bowl was released.
I thought you meant like you got on their site and that's when they're gonna have.
No.
Okay.
I was actually looking at. I wanted to have him on the anniversary of the release of Tecmo Bowl, not their
Book them.
book.
Got
Of Dano.
Book them, Dano. Brad, I'll throw you some Ritz crackers. That's your payment. Come on.
Fritz.
Yeah, okay. The cheap off-brand I get at Dollar General.
We'll get the tainted goldfish that are out there.
Yes, it's kind of slightly open. You get it at a discounted price.
Last year it was on March 30th. Wait, no. Tecmo Bowl turns 30 next year, which it does. Came out in 89. To celebrate, we're holding a high-stakes double elimination tourney. Join us in Omaha, Nebraska, March 30th, 2019, and show off your skills with Joe Montana, LT, John Elway, and Bo Jackson. Wow. Dude, no, we have to have him on.
Without a doubt.
The anniversary is like February 5th, 1989 is when I think, don't quote me, I think is when it was released on some format. And then, yeah, that would be the 30th anniversary. That would be rad.
Oh yeah.
Rad with Brad.
Brad, that's the episode title. Rad with Brad. I like it. Oh my God. That was a lot of info.
It was, sorry.
I need to take a breath a minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm down. I want to figure out how to play. You know what I mean? I want a game up on our stream, and we could be like the commentators. I could be John Madden though.
Oh man, I'll be Dennis Miller.
There you go. Perfect, dude. How long was he announcer for?
Just a few seasons. People hated him.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Hated that. I don't. Why? That was an odd choice. I'm sorry.
Definitely. I always thought Dennis Miller was hilarious, but it was an odd choice.
It wasn't the right setting. Does that make sense?
Right. Some of his references are they're hilarious, but they're kind of highbrow, probably a little more highbrow than the NFL average NFL viewer is going to get.
Exactly. I agree. Without a doubt.
Hey, can I? No, never mind.
Nope. You said it. Go on. Bring it on.
Well, I kind of wanted to just over the last week, I've gotten a lot of emails, and some of the bands that are letting us use their music, it's just really excited about it. One of my favorite bands from the 90s alternative live, who Throwing Copper, I think it came out in 94. One of my favorite albums of all time. They're going to be on, let us use the music. We got Soul Asylum, another awesome 90s alternative band, Lit. We were actually working the band Great White, the old 80s awesome metal band Great White. They were actually one of the guys in the band wants to be on the show. So we're trying to work something out.
Yes.
They wanted to do the show tonight, which is the weirdest thing on earth that we had to turn down a guest since we're such big shots.
Exactly. I mean, listen, I got a Ferrari already ordered. It's out in my parking lot right now. I mean, we're moving up. Watch out, ESPN and Barstool. We got you. Yeah, I'm pumped.
It's cool. Things are really working out, and we got the followers on the page to thank for it. Really.
Yes. Without it we wouldn't have it if it wasn't for them. I got a question though. You've been contacting bands.
Yes.
Have you contacted ICP yet?
I have not. I could probably possibly reach out if you really, really wanted me to.
No. Yes.
I am now.
Do it. See if they'll come on and talk about some wrestling.
Dude, we have bands booked for the next 27 weeks.
Damn.
It's such a relief.
Jam out, listen to our show, and have some fun.
Yes. Enjoy new music.
Yeah.
Or old classics.
Oh, yes. Or mediocre new age. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you just never know what you're going to find out.
Flock of Seagulls.
ICP.
I see. There you go.
God damn it. Wait, do we end the show on ICP? No, we don't, do we?
Why not, man? Juggalos, dude. We're juggalos now.
They're considered a gang, but they're not because they drink Faygo.
They burned down Hot Topic.
They did. I seen one once in Hot Topic in the corner crying. Swear to God. Not even a joke. I seen him crying. He had the face paint and he was in there crying. I think his
was
mom,
it because they're not going to remake The Crow?
I heard, from what I heard, is his mom wasn't going to buy him a bracelet he really wanted.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Poor buddy.
So pathetic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. Well, you want to introduce the outro?
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the Heavy Eyes again with These Men Are Wolves from the 2012 album Mayara.
Hey, we'll see y'all. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, guys.